glass of Romulan ale, Doctor?
Thank you, Senator.
The trading embargo has been officially lifted, if you were wondering.
It hadn't crossed my mind, actually.
It's one of the many benefits of the Alliance.
That's the spirit, so never say die.
What an odd expression. What does it mean?
It's a line from an old Earth poem. Forgive me for interrupting. I couldn't help overhearing, and etymology is one of my hobbies. The phrase, never say die, is originally from a 19th century poem based on Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice. Now, it's since passed into the vernacular as an exhortation never to give up, no matter the cost.
Interesting.
Wendell Greer, Assistant Director, UFP, Department of Cartography.
It's a pleasure. Admiral William Ross, Senator Kretak.
Admiral, Senator.
And Dr. Julian Bashir.
Ah, the physician from Deep Space Nine. I was hoping to meet you. I have so many questions about the Bajoran sector. Navigational anomalies, the transport patterns. Could you spare a moment? Unless I'm interrupting.
Not at all.
Try to play your cards a little closer to your vest, Doctor. You're lucky they didn't see that look of shock on your face.
You managed to get yourself attached to this delegation. Why do you need me?
Well, in due time. Now, you have a lot of work to do before we arrive at Romulus. There's a pad in your quarters. Read it. I'll join you at 2200.
Well, Mr. Greer certainly has his ducks in a row. According to the Department of Cartography, he's been a low-level bureaucrat for almost 15 years.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. He has a solid cover story, sir. But I think it's too dangerous to allow him to participate in the conference or even set foot on Romulus. We don't know what he's up to.
On the other hand, if we move against him now, we lose any hope of penetrating Section 31. His access at this conference will be limited to a few low-level briefings and seminars. It shouldn't be too hard keeping tabs on him. If Sloane's here, it suggests something more important than a simple intelligence-gathering mission. He's up to something, and it's imperative that we know what that something is. We go forward.
Next.
Neral, formerly proconsul, now praetor of the Romulan Star Empire. Neral's ascension to the top post was confirmed by the continuing committee a little over a year ago. His immediate family was killed in a Klingon raid approximately 25 years ago. His interests include sociology and archaeology. His favorite food is Delvan pudding, and his pet Settleth's name is Pencho.
Very good. Total recall is a useful attribute for an operative.
Koval, chairman of the Tal Shiar. Section 31 believes that he was involved in the death of Vice Admiral Fujisaki last year, but there's no proof.
The proof is buried somewhere in Kaval's personal database, which puts it out of our reach for now. But believe me, Doctor, the deputy chief of Starfleet Intelligence doesn't just die of food poisoning. I have to give him credit, though. It was a textbook operation. No sign of foul play, and certainly no sign of Romulan involvement. It was very tidy. Kaval's political status?
Ambiguous. He hasn't been elevated to the continuing committee, which is usually a given for the head of the Tal Shiar. His nomination has probably been held up because of his opposition to the Federation Alliance, which is supported by the majority on the committee.
Which in turn opens the door for your friend, Senator Kretak. She's an advocate of the Alliance, and she's been lobbying for this open seat. There is another rumor about Kaval, which is not contained in his file. We've heard he's ill. Something called Tuvan syndrome.
Yes, I'm familiar with it. It's a neurological disease which affects mainly Vulcans, Romulans, and Rigelians. It's degenerative and incurable at present.
If Kaval is ill, he'll try to hide it. It's a weakness, and one that could hamper his chances of being appointed to the committee.
Is that what I'm here for? A diagnosis? What's the matter, Sloane? Doesn't Section 31 have its own doctors?
Our physicians weren't genetically enhanced. They need equipment to make a diagnosis. Equipment that the Romulans won't permit at this conference.
I'm incapable of making a diagnosis by simply looking at a man.
Oh, your genetically enhanced friends determined that Gul Damar killed a woman just by watching him give a political speech. I'm sure you can do better than that.